Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, with our main topic today in the breakfast show. We are going to focus on Egypt's pioneering role in the Middle East and Africa in the field of industry. So to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have with us over the phone right now with Dr. Raouf Gaffar, Professor of Economics. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my dear.
Well, Dr. Gaffar, how do you evaluate the leap that the field of industry have witnessed since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi came to office?
As we all know, Egypt is full of resources. I mean, we have a nice weather. It allows us to grow a lot of agricultural products that can be industrialized. We have human resources that are cheap and well trained. We have mineral resources, gas, oil, and some others. So I mean, we have of course very nice once again weather all through the year, and then we have to mention that the infrastructure that was undertaken through the last years under the leadership of President Sisi made a terrible change as far as the investors are concerned, or whoever wants to start an enterprise or an industry, etc., etc. So, and we have witnessed a lot of big projects, industrial projects. We have witnessed the medium and small-sized projects in different fields. We have seen a development in the liquefaction of gases, for instance, as a huge project. We have seen a lot of agricultural projects based on agricultural products like food processing, canning. We have, I mean, I can mention 100 industries that have been going on based on all the factors I've just mentioned.
Yes, Dr. Gaffar, how do you see the effect of the leap or the boom that happened in the field of industry in Egypt, its effect on the economy in Egypt?
Absolutely. I mean, we have been suffering from the lack of exports. Now, the industry allows us to increase our production. So, first of all, it employs a lot of people by thus reducing the unemployment rate on one side, offering job opportunities for a lot of Egyptians. Number three, which is most important, is that we direct our products to export, which means that more foreign currency pouring into the Egyptian economy, allowing us to invest more and to utilize it for the imports of the strategic and important goods that we need. So, an important thing is to direct the industry towards export, and this, of course, pours and reflects very positively on the economy.
Yes, so Doctor, as an expert, how do you see, or which industrial sector or project that you evaluate the most and see that it's one of the most promising projects in the field of industry here in Egypt?
I mean, in my opinion, any industry based on our own products is the industry. Like the industries based on, as I said, on different agricultural crops and products on one side. One other thing we have to mention is the what you call it, IT. Technology, and this is very important because we have the people that are qualified, the manpower that can be easily trained, and we have some resources that allows us to develop this industry, whether on the software side or on the hardware side. This again, I think, is one industry that is booming, and among other, of course, things. We have a lot of development in the industries related to the oil and gas. We have two of the biggest liquefaction stations in the whole world, and this again allows us to better our economy by liquefying gas, Egyptian gas, and neighboring country products. I mean, all sorts of things. But I come back to what I said in the beginning. When you build your industry on resources that are existing and minerals that are available, then it gives a bigger and more positive effect on the economy.
Yes, Dr. Gaffar, also, how do you see the mega industrial projects, national projects here in Egypt as a great example of providing job opportunities?
This is ABC. I mean, mega projects, big projects, they employ a lot of people, which is exactly what we are aspiring to. We are a heavily populated country. We have to find job opportunities for our young people. So large projects and mega projects offer this. And this, of course, as I said, first of all, it increases and reduce, first of all, the unemployment, and this is good. Number two, it raises the standard of living of Egyptians, and etc., etc. I have to mention once again that not only the mega projects, but even the micro projects employ a lot of people, and they go to people where they are by offering them all the facilities so that they don't have to move into larger cities and increase the density of population. So this again offers a lot of opportunities. But yes, as you rightly said, mega projects are extremely important as far as labor-intensive countries like the one we have.
Yes, Doctor, also how do you see the industrial mega projects as also a kind of using all the resources that we have here in Egypt?
As I said, Egypt is a rich country, different resources, natural resources, mineral resources, human resources, and when you use them well, you get the maximum. And that is why the mega projects offer the best utilization of all the resources available. And as I said, and I repeat, it pours directly into the economy. We should not base our development, our industry on imported, there's no problem in importing a few items. But if we're talking improvement of the economy, we have to base our industry on available resources here, and this is what is happening. Even in the big industries like car industries, for instance, the componentry should be 70 or 80% locally manufactured or available, and only if we need, we import the very little parts that perhaps require higher technology or something of the sort. But based on the local available resources, this is the real key of improvement.
Yes, Doctor, how can Egypt succeed in becoming an industrial hub for Africa and Middle East?
Well, we have prepared ourselves. As I said, we have built and prepared a lot of concentrated areas for different industries, like the carpentry, for instance, in one place, for the leather in another. We have prepared economic zones, like the Suez Canal zone and others. I mean, by this, we invite more people to come and invest and work harder in, as I said, improving the economy. And this is the way to have not only local investors, but foreign investors. We want the private sector to invest and take bigger part in the development of our country, and the best way is to prepare the road for them to start invest and make money for themselves and for the country.
Yes, Doctor, could you tell us more about the most important mega industrial projects here in Egypt that took place through the past years?
Well, as I mentioned, I mean, if we're talking, for instance, infrastructure mega projects, we are talking a revolution in electricity production. This is from one side. If we look at the length of highways that were built over the last years, something unbelievable. Again, this is a mega project. If we look at the transportation effort as far as the trains, electric trains, etc., these again, railways, the development in harbor and ports. I mean, a lot of, I don't want to forget anything, but these are all mega projects that are, as I said, pouring directly into the economy. I have to mention again that in the midst of all this, we have not forgotten to move into clean energy and green industry. As we are hosting the COP27 in a few months, we have to set the example of green projects and conservation of environment to the whole world. Of course, between two big brackets, we have to mention the new cities that are built, whether the new capital or the cities by like New Alamein, Mansoura, etc., which aim to be green cities. This again are mega projects that offer a lot of job opportunities and offer, of course, investment opportunities for both foreigners and institutions.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Raouf Gaffar, Professor of Economics. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for following me in this segment. My name is Amal Mukhtar. I leave you with the rest of the segments of the Breakfast Show.